Not all of the Darklands is like this, but the closer you are to the moor is the more chance that you're going to have to keep rolling composure rolls. You look over to see Talia still asleep and tossing and turning. Have a wisdom saving throw, please.
20.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, someone test those dice. Someone test their dice. No, don't test it. I want those dice.
We need to be heading west.
Naz, why are we here?
I told you, we're here looking for eggs, we're looking for teeth, we're looking for bones, we're looking for dragons.
But just money? That's all?
I just clamber up to get a view, just to see if I can see a dragon, if I can see...
This guy just meets you on the other side of the road.
What's on the map, actually? Don't worry about that.
So yeah, can I get up on top and have a look around?
As you're getting up there, I'm going, we need to go west. Can you tell which way's west?
All right.
You're like,
well, not northwest.
You're like, yes, it's the morning. It's opposite to where the sun's going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, that's what I have you for. So we need to be going west.
Okay, that's easy.
Which way is west?
The sun is rising there, right?
Okay.
So what does that mean?
That means the sun's coming up over there.
That is the east. The sun rises in the east.
I don't know what that
Teach you
Just points at the sun. He's like, that's
rises in the east, so we go the opposite way.
Right.
Sun.
That's what I got you for.
You've spent far too much time in cities.
Yes.
So 15 plus 9, 24 perception.
Okay, yeah, you can tell it's a much clearer day. The sun is rising. You're still kind of portal lagged, being like the time is all weird for my body, but hey, at least I'm in my body.
Yeah.
It's not the worst thing that's happened in the last 24 hours. So you can see a lot further now that the light is coming up. You can see that there's no like visible obvious monsters happening about the place. From where you are, you're still hundreds of kilometers shy of where Stormscar is, the like dragon mountain, so you can't see any mountain or dragons or the storm around it. You also can't see from where you are like the actual moor itself, which is for a good thing, because if you're close enough to see it, you're in some real trouble.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, you know which direction's west, and there's nothing visibly, obviously, in your path between you and it. If you wanted
That's kind of what I assumed, but again, he's just
checking,
hungrily looking for information.
Yeah, I feel like we should go. We should just.
Hard to know exactly which way we went when we jumped off the Dark Spire, but we probably need to go northwest, west-northwest.
Yeah.
We should.
So, Quetzal?
Yeah, I guess so. That's going to be the easiest way to get around.
You're going to cover a lot of ground.
Probably the safest way.
I would
to be
say
honest,
definitely
so we
the safest
don't
as
stumble
well.
on and fucking accidentally kick a beholder or something.
Yeah, it takes you off of the ground as well, because there's like a proximity to there's a proximity to the moor, and then there's also a proximity to the ground, because it's kind of like an underground hell thing. So if you can get up into the air and away, it's one of the reasons the dragons don't go unraveling themselves, because they spend most of the time up on mountaintops and away from like the ground level where all this monster stuff is.
Cool.
All right, so I wild shape myself.
Wild shapes in. You all clamber aboard and takes off and starts heading west. Traveling for a couple of hours, looking out for Stormscar. It's
Stormscar is the mountain,
the mountain where the
origin of
dragons are. Yeah, it's where I think Sterling it was. I think that said. I imagine the dragons would have probably returned to their ancestral home around Stormscar. So you're probably heading in that direction, because that's where Naz is directing you to. And it's
holding a map in the wind as you're flying guide.
And it is several hours of traveling. So at the end of your towards the end, with like half an hour-ish of left of your first wild shape, you will have been in this area for 4 hours. So I do need another check from you. I'll say, because you are up in the air and going away from the moor, I'll say you can, which is better, you want to be rolling under. So you can roll and subtract 5.
Oh no.
Wait, subtract 5 or
Yeah,
add
because you want it to be under your composure roll.
Wow.
26, so 21.
Under your composure, you can maintain composure,
My
which
low
is
roll
good.
is coming in handy.
Which is good, because you are the boss. You don't want to start going.
Yeah.
75.
65.
65.
Which was very, the 5 was
So you rolled above, and then with the negative 5 that I gave
just
you.
about.
Nice.
Well, 34.
Well,
I rolled a 76 and I'm at 75.
After
That's
subtracting
7,
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry,
is this?
7.
That's 7.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, okay.
You're at 18.
That's great.
Am I?
Yeah, not 81.
Oh, wait,
You're
I
at 18.
just can't with these dice.
Yeah.
I find these ones confusing too.
18.
God.
18's under, 007 is under, you're all under. Cool.
Oh, I
you
see,
you
yeah.
lose 1d4 composure points.
Roll the 4 every time.
It's just still coming off. What's everybody at composure wise? Just so we can check in.
73.
74.
74.
69.
Nice.
Hang on, my composure was 83, so it's now 82.
Okay. He's doing well.
He's doing the best.
It's because he's low. It's
Connected
because
to
he's
the
a,
land.
a low roller. So
Yeah.
it's a new system where he has to roll low. He's like, ha! Subtract only 1 each time.
You want low rolls?
This man over
Yeah.
here.
That's the one.
Excellent. You maintaining composure. You're like, man, we really need to get out of this area. This is a horrible place to be. And then you start to feel your wild shit starting to run out. So
I'm like, hey, we should.
you use again, or maybe land just for a second to like have a breather because you've been flying node.
Give me a fucking
stop.
second. I'm good, Barry.
For good berry. Again, off into the distance again. After another hour or two from there, you now start to see it on the horizon. You're a little bit too far north of it. So now you shift to a more southwest direction and you head in the direction of Stormscar. The thing that makes it obvious that that's the place you're going is, after its namesake, there is a perpetual storm that just rotates around it like almost a tornado of a mountain-sized proportion that just constantly swirls around this mountain.
Turbulence though, make sure you've got your seatbelt on.
Oh yeah, the turbulence is
The
no
little thing
problem.
goes,
You can tell it starts to crest over the horizon. It's still going to be a while away, but now you have your heading. You start heading in that direction.
that is quite impressive. Right?
You let's
says-
have a perception check from everybody, please.
Nat 1.
16 plus 9, 25.
4.
Yeah. Just-
Something in your eye, a bug flies into your eye.
17.
I'm also doing the map's still on my face. They got a 4.
17.
17.
And I can see, so 25.
You notice that there's a little sort of spark of something, like a arcane glint of purplish energy, just maybe 100 yards off to your left. It just kind of catches your eye, and then out of that, a teeny little creature seems to have emerged from that area and is beelining towards you. It's about 20, 30 yards away before you notice it, and you notice that it is a tiny little gold dragon. It's a pseudo dragon, about big as a big cat or a small dog. Little gold pseudo dragon, and it's beelining straight for you. And then as it comes in, you're aware of it and like, do I need to kill this thing? Is this a problem? It's way too small to be an issue to any of you.
Is this the first dragon I've ever seen?
This is the first, well, Tyrellian.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yes.
This is the first pseudo dragon you've seen. It's-
Apart from the giant, huge 30,000-year-old
Apart
dragon
from
that
this
flew
guy.
in our face. Apart from that, this is the first one I've ever seen.
First one you've ever seen. It flies alongside you and sort of comes to a
Reach out
rest.
to touch it.
And as you do so, you realise that it has
A letter?
a letter on
Oh, is it gonna
I
be
grabbed the
something
letter. I snatched that shit. I want to read it so bad.
Well, you're the one that can see and has hands.
Oh,
so
no.
Oh yeah, you don't have hands.
We're both like that.
I've got a map in my
it. You got
face
something
still.
in your eye. Oh, fuck.
Oh no, I wish I hadn't because I can't read the handwriting. Oh god. Okay. My new does she read this out loud?
If
My
you
new
want,
friend.
it's your choice.
Everybody, listen up.
What? Oh shit, there's a little dragon here.
If you listen up, everybody,
actually not too dissimilar in size to this
into
thing.
Auckland. It's
just
a
on the left-hand
breezy
side, you'll
19
see
degrees and also
Stormscar,
sick.
the
Oh,
mountain. Lots of storm out there this evening, but it shouldn't affect our flight time today.
Ding dong. Oh, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Thank you for flying Rosemont Airways today on our flight to Stormscar. Looking ahead, we have some pretty horrific weather on the way. Stormscar is, well, it's a storm, so there will definitely be some turbulence, but don't worry, we will be coming around to serve refreshments soon. And if you can, while seated, keep your seatbelts tightly fastened.
There ain't no bounce.
Thank you very much for flying Rosemont Airlines. Also, if you look out the window to the left-hand side, you'll see some truly horrific shit. Thank you, and goodbye.
We're
not-
coming through
not quite enough.
the meal, Goodberry. The options are Goodberry, and Goodberry. Once again, it's the Goodberry.
I need to see this in green screen. I'm just going to read it as me so I don't it up. My new friends, how good fortune should align. No sooner had we parted ways than I received an invitation to attend a diplomatic, draconic dinner dance in the Darklands. Apparently my position as Tyrellian's only confidant has offered enough trust in the remaining Dragon Clan members that they have wished me to attend in lieu of my more
Volatile.
volatile sorry. I have
No, it's just that I was like writing it, and I was like, man, this paper does not want to rub out.
Yeah.
It's one of those heat things that I could rub it out, and then I tried to, and it just started tearing the parchment. I was like, oh well.
I have spent enough years enjoying this Azerim to know better than to dismiss such a calling as a coincidence. So I thought it only fitting to extend that invite to my new friends, Shrewd Naz, Stoic Rasmorn, Courageous Celine, and Curious Talia. I believe it was
Sexy Talia.
I believe it was destiny, he's Irish, that we should meet that day, and I should that's Scottish, very much like to give that destiny the opportunity to make itself known. I hope you will attend Stormscar the 9th of May, 2 days from this missive. Does that say missive?
Yeah.
Yours, Owen. P.S. I am told it is a masquerade ball. I knew it!
Yeah.
I just said it. I was
said
like,
that to me at lunch.
okay.
Okay, I think that going to this masquerade ball might not be the best idea.
Yeah.
It's f***ing suspicious that we randomly got invited to a dragon ball.
I mean, it's sus as but I think we should just go and check it out.
Yeah, I agree. We should go.
Yeah.
What? You think it's suspicious, but you still want to go?
Yeah.
Why?
No reason.
I don't know. It'd just be fun.
No
Well, you're here for adventuring, so why not?
You guys want to f***ing see Owen, don't you?
What?
You want to get in Owen's pants.
No.
Both of you want to f*** Owen, don't you?
No.
Look at me straight in the face right now and tell me you don't want to f*** Owen.
No.
You're not even looking at me.
No.
You're nodding while you're saying no.
No.
Do you want to f*** Owen?
Yeah.
So here's the type of neurodivergent I am. At 11:30 p.m. the night before filming, when you've got much more stuff you could probably be working on instead, you think, I'll write this out.
Yeah.
And then I got given, very graciously, a fan sent me a really nice quill and ink and everything, and having never used a quill and ink before, I was like, I'll learn how to do this now. So I looked up YouTube, how do you actually use a quill and ink pot? And I started trying to do it, and I was like, this is ridiculously hard.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this away.
I wondered why my new friend and then the S.
I was like, fuck this. I gotta
You
go
did well. There
clean.
were only two
beautiful.
words in there that I really struggled to.
Yeah.
No, the whole thing is not in pencil. That is done in quill and ink.
I mean, even like writing though, I don't write things these days, so my handwriting is appalling, and then having to remember how to write in cursive.
Yeah. But I kind of love that because I feel like Owen
gorgeous.
is just like in the desert being like.
There is also a reason for him to be in a rush when he was writing it, so I was like, any mistakes, it's in
He had
character.
a D&D game the next day.
Again, that he had to get to bed. Yeah. So yes,
Suspicious Owen, man.
Yeah.
Guys,
I think that's quite suspicious. He's inviting us. He met us once.
I love a party.
Yeah, we gotta go.
We need to go shopping.
And I'm just like, huh? What?
somebody read it out.
You're not hearing the letter.
Telepath into me.
Isn't it weird that he knew my real name?
Good picking up on that.
That is weird.
I'm glad you picked up on it because nobody else did. I was like, that was an intentional clue I put in there. That was not a Robert mistake.
Yeah, there was a moment there where the camera should have got me and Rockworth.
I was like, yep, he called you Celine, not Celine.
I knew there was more to that guy that meets the eye.
It's probably my parents trying to keep an eye on me.
We need to go to this ball then, obviously. So,
I mean,
like, for my sake,
You're right. It is suspicious. We should go.
we should really go. We should probably go shopping maybe first.
It's like when your friend really wants you to go to a party, you're like, why? You get there and you're like, oh, there's their crush. Now I see.
I say, and his awkward friend that
Stormscar.
well, good thing we're already heading to Stormscar.
What is the date today, though?
He said 2 days from
I know,
now, so it
but
must
what's
be
the?
the
Did he just
6th.
send this?
He said the 2 days from this.
2 dates from the date of this missive, meaning the date that he wrote the missive. So
Right,
if it's taken longer than a day for the
To
pseudo
arrive.
dragon to find you, then
That's why I was asking
could
what the
be.
date is today.
I guess we'd be able to work it out. We knew what the
yeah,
date was.
you do a little thing. You go, okay, with time travel, with your intelligence, you don't even need to roll for it. You're able to work out that today would be the 7th, I believe.
Okay.
Can you just double check.
But
that
did
with
we
campaign
cross the
timeline?
international date line when we did date line? You obviously know where the date line is in Azerim.
Yeah, so teleport to the Darklands on the 6th, Dark Spire, escape, portal lag. You woke up this morning on the 7th, flying around the moor and received the pseudo dragon insight.
Tyrion's
I don't
only
know. I still,
confidant?
he rubs me wrong.
He's suspicious, that's for
Rubbing
sure.
me wrong.
He's rubbing me wrong.
He's
If there's
going
one
like-
thing
going
that
like
you
that.
said-
And that's just not how you
Ow, ow! What the are you doing?
If there's one thing that you said in the last few minutes that makes sense, it's we need to go on a shopping spree.
We do need to go on a shopping spree.
Masquerade ball,
I've
baby.
gotta go buy some clothes.
So we stop off at the mall, the Darklands Mall.
Okay, if we're gonna go to this masquerade ball, we need new outfits. Where the
Hey, what's wrong with mine?
Oh.
So if we're gonna go to this masquerade ball, we need new outfits. Where the are we gonna buy something from out here? Oh, the Westfield Albany Mega Center.
Oh, the giant mall right there?
The fucking enormous mall that has so many clothing shops there.
With the warehouse who now sponsor us.
Do they sponsor us?
Yeah.
To the warehouse. We're off to go to the warehouse. The wonderful warehouse of Oz.
We just go over to Svalheim, get some dark elf clothes.
Do you reckon they have a undescript movie theater cinema? Like, I'm thinking large screens specifically.
Of course. Yeah, so it's called the Mall, but with a more.
The mall.
With
Let's
IMAX.
go to the mall. And it's IMAX, but it's like I as in like a beholder's eye.
Yeah.
Max eyes. There's just 12 screens all at once playing
Well-
different movies.
There's one big movie in the center, and then there's 10 around the outside of it.
I mean, that is the way we're going, but this is suspicious as all hell.
But they called Celine by her name.
That's what I mean. It's suspicious as all hell.
And
We
even
need
just
to
the fact
find
that he's
that out.
extended, as you said, or as someone said, like, we met this dude once.
For a
And he's
few
like, "Well,
hours."
I've been invited to this thing. I should bring my new best friend.
It's totally not suspicious. He said it's fortuitous, and he's been around long enough to know that things like this
Rob's
is.
right.
He's not even suspicious.
not
Like, he's not
looking at it
suspicious
too
at all.
And even just
he
when
says
we-
you guys. He met some random strangers that he just happened to cross paths with at the moment that they needed him most, and then he saved their lives.
Exactly.
And then they're in debt to him because they saved their lives. And then they said, we're going to the Darklands. And he said, I'm also in the Darklands, so it's
We need to figure
Exactly.
out what
So-
it is.
serendipity.
For Rasmorn is
suspicious.
inherently suspicious of humans, essentially. And with his wisdom and perception and everything, he's just like,
I don't know if I want to go to the ball.
Why?
We're going to the ball.
If I'm going, I'm not dancing. And I don't like it. So many people and the faces and the talking and the, oh, what do you do for a living?
Hey everyone, I hope you're enjoying this new campaign and I hope you're enjoying my new character Rasmorn, but I fear that you might actually prefer Bob. And if that's the case, you should go check out our Daggerheart campaign, which has a whole thing with hope and fear. Do you see what I did? It's very funny.
It was very clever.
It was very clever. It's because hope and fear and the thing. Anyway,
It's a Daggerheart dice roll thing.
yeah, it's a dice thing. So.
like, maybe we can
Look,
go.
don't
but hell, we're gonna
We
be on
could
edge.
use.
Don't get me wrong. We're going to Stormscar anyway.
You don't have to go in.
That's where the dragon. It's like, yeah, but we're going, right? We're going to
You
the
can
party.
stand outside and be one of those losers that stand outside your party.
He's like, but he invited us to a party, so we are going to the party, right?
This is her territory. She's good at this shit.
Yeah, true.
true.
Maybe you
Alright.
could do a finishing school episode where you teach us how to be.
Ooh, I love it.
Roll for performance.
Walking with books on our heads.
My Fair Lady situation.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'll teach you
teaching them
coins.
Yeah, okay, let's land and have a quick finishing school episode.
Okay.
I
so
did
you
have
are-
one with like tool proficiency and something in it. She chose quoits, like the ring toss
Oh,
game.
yeah.
She's good at that.
Nice.
She's
Love
really
that.
good at
Yeah, I'd expect like that or polo or like.
Yeah.
Okay,
Croquet.
so you land. You are now close enough to the cusp of the moor that it's not going to be likely that you lose your composure. So one final composure roll from each of you, and then if you succeed on this, well, succeed or fail on this, you'll be able to then get close enough to Stormscar that the moor's not going to affect you anymore.
Nice.
64's
68.
under.
Nice.
68's under.
5.
005
5%.
is under.
4.
4 is
been
under.
doing
Right,
well.
so you all succeed. You reduce your composure roll by a d4, but it shouldn't
3
matter.
this time.
3.
Cool. You manage to succeed from any more episodes of stress-induced madness or hysteria, and you are far enough away from the influence of the Dark Lords and the Maw that any further will be into more influence from Stormscar and the dragons than outright monsters. Mm-hmm. So you're on the ground, you drop your wild shape and you're like, okay, what's the plan? What do we do? You've got to prepare for a masquerade ball.
Shopping.
Here at point the shopping. There's just a shop here. I mean,
There's a wares person on the side of the road.
There's a flat helm elf comes by.
I mean, yeah, that was one of the random things that I was like, if needed for time, there was an encounter with the Svartholm Dark Elves that could have come by. So sure, we can say that. They do genuinely travel through here with caravans. I've got them ready here.
There you go.
I want to see people with caravans.
Let's find a different.
A snail?
Let's find a different
Snail.
something to use.
Wait, I'm using this now? On that?
Yes, actually, because you're going to randomly make
we
a
need
thing
to
appear.
find
What's
something
a good,
weird at this event that's not going to
what's
make
a
us
good
look
thing? Maybe actually
like we don't belong.
the watering hole is not too bad, so it's
great.
similar to one
Beautiful.
before. But coming past is a caravan of the a caravan of the elves.
Oh my gosh.
Cool.
Elves?
A cat dragged behind it.
Svartholm elves.
Svartholm
Svartholm.
elves, they are not
from-
pleasant. They are evil elves essentially, as most things in the Darklands are.
Celine's half elf.
They are
Not half Svartholm elf.
a lot of them are drow, but there are some that are that look more like pale skin, pallid faces. Each of them has like really dark, sunken eyes. Basically, when the elves started diversing, the ones that went to the Darklands and started practicing dark magic just took on like a dead, pallid appearance, or like a deathly, grotesque appearance, or they became cultists and worshippers of the Dark Lords and stuff. Not necessarily the Dark Lords, but the dark magic. So it separates them from the Eclipse, who worship the Dark Lords specifically. The Dark Elves are the ones who just like use forbidden magics and push the boundaries of what magic can do. So they are potential allies, but they're also not to be underestimated. As you touch down and you're deciding what to do and where you might be able to get masks and such from,
What about those guys?
you see some elves
What about that traveling band of elves?
moving extremely slowly because for some reason they're using a giant snail.
Elves. I want to kind of start running up to them and speaking in Elvish. Can I speak in Elvish to them and just
Or
be
be a
like
very different dialect.
Yeah. But in Elvis, the Elvish Elvis.
That's how you speak Elvish.
Elvish speaking to them, and maybe almost in actually her kind of princess like kind of vibe, like very fine fellows. It is good to see you.
Helmet off.
May we seek your wares? Yeah, the helmet comes off. May we seek your wares? In Elvish.
I was about to just go into my usual Elvish Welsh, but I was like, that doesn't feel right.
That'd be.
What sort of an accent would these guys
Do
have?
a German one. We were just doing.
German.
Yeah,
the German
I
ones.
kind of
I think
naturally went
that's-
into German.
like, German ones. So the forefront, he. Whoa! To the snail, it doesn't change.
It's like
It doesn't change speed at all. Whoa! Travelers, what are you doing out here? It's a long way from home.
He's speaking.
You can hear that he starts to speak under Elvish to his party.
When I hear
More
that, look back at the
perceptive.
team
More
like.
perceptive, obviously, is that somebody hops off of a wagon and just starts heading around like.
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to say, I watch her go forward, I'm like, I don't know about that.
Is it that he kind of passes a note and a couple of them
Naz walks forward.
I kind of come out to here, just keeping an eye on
an eye
things
on
I
people.
know.
I've got really
Like,
high.
Naz, I think
They're like Jawa.
I had. I think I had
through.
Naz speaking Elvish as well.
I think so. I think we said that.
Yep. So he comes forward and in his broken Elvish, because he probably doesn't speak it well, and just goes, "Hey boys, you look like you're some traveling merchants. We looking for? We got gold. Are we looking to buy?
Gold? You're willing to buy things. What are you willing to buy? What sort of things? Weapons? armor,
We're going on a shopping spree of clothes.
clothes. You
guys have got great drip. Can we get some of
And if you have any
clothes, yeah.
masks as well, face coverings, masks, do you have any?
This can't be. Is this some sort of plant? Is this some sort of?
What's going on? We're heading off to a ball, and we need masks. We need nice clothes.
We got a really last minute invitation.
I know.
Fetch her.
Oh, her.
And
It's Miranda
heads off
Priestley
to the
from
heads off to the back of
Devil
a
Wears Prada.
heads off to the back of this this covered
comes out.
caravan. Slams down the back, grabs some huge bundle and comes around the side. You see that he's basically got this this roped up, tied up woman over his shoulder.
Oh.
And he goes,
God.
slams her down. You see this older woman with pearls around her neck, and he takes a gag off, and she goes, "Oh no! What's happening?" And he goes, "So you think you say that you're some random mask shop owner that's just ended up in the Darklands out of nowhere?"
Do we
She
know
goes,
this from?
"No,
Adam and I do, yeah.
well, I don't know how I ended up here." And you just happen to come across people who need masks, and I'm meant to believe this.
Why you got a crazy old lady in your caravan?
I'm not crazy. The shrink said I'm not crazy. It was demons, and they were in my head, and and then he left. I don't. My name's Pearl. Please, you've got to believe me. I run a mask shop in the Dead Frost.
Pearl.
Masks. We need masks.
I've got some with me. I don't remember how I ended up here.
Free her.
Oh.
Cuts some of the rope. And, all right, very well. Let's see how this plays out. Meanwhile, with your perception,
Why
you've
do
seen that
you
these guys
guys
have,
have a
laid
tight
out
up
across.
no.
They're like taking. You can see that they're kind of sniper-like. They're just sort of taking
Yeah, right.
stances on rocks in
okay.
case shit goes
Why
down.
do you guys have a lady from the Dead Frost tied up?
Well, we were not exactly believing her story, but let's see. She knows about masks. She should be able to sell you masks, right?
Yeah, we'd love a few.
And you have her masks?
Yeah, she was in. We just found her on her own, almost an inch from death here in the Darklands.
What?
But we thought we'd make use of her. And they're looking across each of you, and you don't like how they mean make use of her. Like you realize that they definitely dabbling in slave trade for sure. Like, if they come across if they come across people in the desert, they're like,
Yeah.
"Can we get money from you?" Or
Yeah.
like, "Is this a thing?" Every time they encounter anyone, they're like,
So what are we doing? We paying you or her?
"You're paying us. She works for us." Okay.
Why are you in cage?
Well, I used to live in the Dead Frost, but then I was traumatized by some people who wanted to steal masks, even though they never really ended up using them. And then I was just about getting over that and my trauma from that, and then the world sort of opened up and tentacles started coming through, and one of them wrapped around me, and
Well, that sounds pretty normal. So yeah, let's buy some of those masks.
Tentatively goes to the back of the wagon and just starts like unfolding some smaller racks of masks.
I assume this guy's leading the pack and he's the main kind of one. Naz walks up to him and goes, "By the way, the name's Naz. Naz Grimracket." He puts his hand out.
My name is definitely something I've come up with before. My name would be. Let's see, what would it be? Do they have? We've given them like German accents. Do we have German-esque names as well?
We've given them German accents, but Svarthelm is Nordic.
Svarthelm's Nordic, so a Nordicish name, so like a Johan or something, or Jürgen. Go Jürgen. I think I like Jürgen. He goes, "My name's Jürgen."
Hey, Jürgen. You come from Svartholm?
Yes.
I know some bloody amazing people from Svartholm.
You do? You don't strike me as the type who's been from there.
Didn't we say that Lethal was
no, Lethal's high elf from Kelethak is. Kelethak would have been from Svartholm.
Never mind, Naz doesn't know. Let's say he's traded with Svartholm before, so
it's been a while. Yeah, you definitely have like a not officially black coin yet, but like you've got the beginnings of you've got trades, you've got people who are interested, and you've got like maybe I'll set up something there when I want to.
I know. There's some amazing people over there, and you're a trader. You're a wandering trader.
Yeah, collector, trader, antiquer.
Nice to know good people over there. I'm trying to set up. I run a little operation called the Black Coin, and I'm trying to set up it's trading, it's mercantile operations.
This one talks too much.
Hey, I'm not talking. We're talking.
Are you buying or are you talking?
We're buying. The girls are buying. Girls, go get
You
you
can tell that they're not taking action. They've just like, whenever they start, they kind of like spread out so that there's no boom suddenly effect. They're like ready to jump in.
Tali's going to go and look through. Did you say that she had stuff?
Yeah, she's got like
she's gonna
masks and racks
use
and
that
clothing
as a way
as well.
of getting closer into the groups of people, but also look.
While she's doing that, Naz is still talking to him, even though he's been a bit rude. He gives him a coin. He goes, "Hey, here's my card," and gives him one of the card black coins with details and sending. If you ever
hands it off to one of his allies, who puts it in a pouch.
If you ever need anything from the human kingdoms, you can call on me. Remember, the name's Naz. Naz Grimracket.
My name's Jürgen.
What
is it you want?
You don't have a second name?
Jürgen
Jürgenstein. Of the Jürgenstein.
What masks and things are in the trunk?
Yeah, what's in
What
there?
would you like? This is basically up to you to decide what you want to be wearing to the ball. I'm not going to dictate
The
that.
dress code is probably black tie.
The dress code would be scale mail.
Yeah, dragon.
Yeah, true.
Or black tie.
black scale mail tie.
So
black scale ties.
Fancy for sure.
whatever is in there, I guess. What dresses, suits, tuxes, masks. That kind of thing?
Naz wants a mask that's like a Joker mask, like a big grin on it, big red lips, white pale face.
Cool, love it. Yeah, you absolutely have one of them.
I'll grab. There's a mask in there. Let's say that is like a black feathered mask. It's got heaps of feathers that come off the top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And maybe
like the magpie sort of effect.
Do we need clothes from there too? Or did you take anything?
They're not offering clothes.
No, just
they're only offering masks. So.
Great. Okay.
They might have a few things, a few items, clothes and like dresses and stuff, just for the sake of having it.
Then
they don't have like a big selection, but they've got they've got whatever you'll need for the masquerade ball.
Naz gets a very fancy suit for the purposes of Green Tree. Looks exactly like his current suit.
Yeah.
Great.
It's really nice though. It's fancy. Like a fancy cravat.
Like super fancy, like real expensive, real nice.
Is it tuxedo?
It's got like all of the oil stains and Scotch marks and stuff on it is like that's designed.
We're all in
to
matching
be
tuxedos.
All four of us.
Everyone's just a tux, a black tux. I think so we'll go for like a dark like skull, basically, with the bottom like jaw off.
Cool.
So it's just like a black kind of freaky, frickin' skull.
Jawless skull of some
Yeah,
sort.
very
Like
emo.
a humanoid skull or like an
very
animal
emo.
or dragon-like skull.
Oh, I think maybe actually humanoid.
Humanoid skull of sorts.
That's kind of big.
Almost Day of the Dead, is it? That sort of a skull?
Yeah.
And then I think Rasmorn just picks out just like a pure white, like featureless.
Or like an
neutral
opera,
mask.
like an opera.
Like a theatre neutral mask.
An opera one,
like just like a full face, but just
scary.
like just white with just eye holes. And that's it.
And then he gets brass paint and he paints a line down the center.
Get the painting tools that I gave to Celine.
Yeah, featureless, like a porcelain mask almost. One of those Venetian ones.
spooky.
Cool.
Excellent. They pick that out.
Nice doing
they're going
business with you.
to.
How much we owe you?
They're going to ask you for 40 gold for it, which is extortionately expensive, but beggars can't be choosers.
Naz would definitely know this is extortionately expensive, and he goes, how to politely say this? What's a polite way of saying you like businessman to businessman? That's a high price, and I respect game type thing.
Yeah, I mean, just give me a charisma check, see how well you come off saying it.
Not very well.
Cool. So say it undiplomatically then.
Oh no, my charisma's bad too.
Say it undiplomatically then. How does 6 look?
You motherfucker!
God damn it! You charge high prices.
Well, you're welcome to go to my competitors. He gestures out to the hundreds of kilometers of nothing.
And then on that, he goes, well, game, respect game. Here we go. And I'll front it. I've got tons of gold.
Love it.
Well, this is not quite what I asked for, but I guess what did you get from a lady in a cage, right?
I don't have all my inventory with me.
Is that what you wanted?
No, I wanted a skull. It is a skull. It's just decorative skull.
I love mine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Rightio, shall we head on out?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's do it.
So nice to meet
nice
you.
to meet you.
Oh my god.
Those were my pearls.
He takes
What'd you say, 40, did you?
Papa, can I have a mask?
Yeah.
So he takes the 40 gold. He does a quick count of it. Seems all He passes it on to one of the other elves, who kind of just like whips it away with some sort of dark magic, disappears into like a pocket dimension. And then he pulls out he pulls out about 4 copper pieces and hands it to Pearl. Because he does technically pay her, but in the same sort of like prison wages. Of like, oh, you've made 700 license plates for us. Here's a couple of pennies for the whatever.
Oh, would she free Pearl though?
So it's like technically, you're not a slave.
Technically not slavery.
Nez, while everyone else is looking, he's already got his mask. He goes, Eugen, follow me over here.
He does so, but a lot of the others kind of talking amongst themselves, being aware of it.
Yeah, as soon as I've got that mask, by the way, I come back, so I'm still got eyes on them.
I go, as I said, I'm a bit of a trader. I'm a bit of a mercantile man myself.
What's your trade?
Anything that gets gold. Anything for high prices, and I can see that you do the same thing.
Yeah, very much.
As I said,
You're from the human kingdoms.
I'm a goblin. I'm from the Loudon Islands. I spent some time in Schmagenrog, currently residing in Gedon. I have bases of operations all over the world, but not in Svartholm.
A lot of things that we could trade from Svartholm to the human kingdoms.
There's a lot of good trade. That little coin I gave to you can talk to me anytime.
Let's set things up. I think things could go well.
If I assume you know if we're buying mass, so we're heading off to Stormscar.
Yeah.
We're over there looking to procure ourselves some dragon eggs. If you could be in the market, how the say market in there? Market. If you're in the market for some dragon eggs, specifically a new type, some light dragon eggs, you can get in touch with me.
Radiant dragon eggs. It's only been rumored.
Adam does this.
There's only been.
Adam sucks. Actually, I was going to say Nez is doing this, but you're right. Adam does.
Adam does this. Baradoon is constantly like, "Oh, I'm sorcerer Baradoon. I've lost all my powers and I'm on the run. I shouldn't be saying this. How's it going?"
And also, please, he says, "The radiant dragons have only been rumored. You have reason to believe they're real."
We've seen, in our journey so far, we've seen a little bit of evidence.
The thing about trading in dragon parts, dragon teeth, claws, bones, easy to sell, properties in magic, very easy to find buyers for. Dragon eggs tend to incur the wrath of the dragons you've taken them from. If you have found dragon eggs from having taken care of their parents, there's definitely a market. But there's a lot of people who are unwilling to trade in the eggs themselves for fear of repercussions. The last thing we want is to take the might of Stormscar over to Svartholm. We do not wish to incur that sort of wrath.
Okay, so you're not in the market for them?
Not for live eggs unless you can guarantee that the things you've taken them from will not be coming looking.
Okay, good to know. Nice talking to you.
And you. I think there's a business here. Ooh. And he sets up a potential business operation between Jürgen and the Dark Coin.
While over here, I'm talking to one of these fancy elf ladies.
I like your outfit and your hair.
I like yours. It's very different.
Yeah.
It looks like it's been piecemeal together, but really well. Who made it?
None of your business. I like to keep my secrets to myself, if that's all right with you.
It's fine with me. It looks like it's too big for you.
Is it? Where?
No, it fits.
Okay.
It fits well, but you should keep your helmet on if you want to keep intimidating folk. The face doesn't match the outfit.
Rude.
I go, and then I walk slightly further away, and then I go.
Yes, kind of escape.
Guys, I feel like we should leave.
These guys are
they're definitely sizing all of you up individually. Is like, if we needed to take these guys, could we? Like, how would we do it?
Slaves?
They're definitely considering it. They're like on the edge of like, it's go time. Whether Jürgen says yes or no, we're ready to take them if we want to, because we've assessed what they can do and looked at their armor and shit. Jürgen comes back after that interaction and goes, yes, Ron, that is good. And then you can see them with your perception and stuff, you can see them very subtly like put away arcane stones back in their pockets and stuff like that.
Nice.
These two, this one sort of Misty steps across and this one comes across. They climb.
Fuck, I wish I'd taken Misty step.
God, this fucking down.
They climb back on and he goes, yeah!
It's just that awkward thing of like, they're like, farewell.
They are like Jawa.
Oh, you're going that way.
Oh, you're going to Stormscar.
Let's wait
too?
20 minutes then we'll start walking.
You catch up to them as well. All right, and as you've outfitted yourself with masks and something to wear at the ball, which we will give to the props and costume department to actually have time to create before the green screens.
Very similar, remarkably similar to
Mine
Mine's
is completely
entirely
different.
different.
Yeah, mine is entirely unique.
Different.
Giant pink spikes
Yeah.
for some reason. 6 foot long spikes.
And it's like
Victorian
it's
ball
different
gown.
colors depending
Crazy.
on which angle I'm standing on.
Yeah, translucent and floating just off, like not quite connected.
We can do that.
And 1,000 bats.
We can do that.
Nanobats.
Mine's green.
Okay.
All green. Just fully green, I think.
The same color, exactly.
We cut
Kind of like a fluoro green.
We cut
like fluoro
to the
green,
green
yeah.
screen of what these three look like.
Perfect.
That's what it looks like.
We did it. We did it.
And because I have control over those types of things, that's what they look like.
Just PNG again. All right. So as they take away, you've got your masks. That you've got your date of doing so, which is 2 days from now. You've got time to head to Stormscar. What's the plan from here?
By the way.
No, stoic.
Stoic for you, shrewd
Oh,
for Naz.
shrewd for you.
I said, what's the immediate plan going forwards?
I mean, I guess we head to Stormscar earlier. It'd be great to like scout the place
it
before
out,
we
yeah.
go. You know, before we actually attend.
I mean, yes. We are heading to a mountain of dragons.
yeah.
Mountain under a perpetual storm that is the home of all dragons.
But we have to go
So,
there
I mean-
anyway.
Yeah,
I mean, out here we're
but I
just going
think
to
it
keep
should be
getting
more than just,
composure.
yeah, let's go. Like, we should very carefully
Scout it out.
and very perceptively,
Yeah, true.
with a lot of insight.
Yeah.
Man, 4 years of the Vintage Room campaign changed you, man.
You used to be cool.
To be fair, I was always this guy. I just got outvoted by the f***ing chaos monsters I was at. I always got the reputation of being chaotic.
No.
You know, I was always the one. Guys,
Shouldn't we have-
No? Okay.
You were one of the ones that would pick up on my subtle stuff a lot more. Of like, I'd
often
say
it was just
something and you'd
like-
be like, he said something that we should have paid attention to. No, we're going in. Cool.
Roll and be like, oh, Ben, it's fine. We're gonna have to fight it anyway. Roll it. I'm like,
Just jump. How high is it? Just
Image of
jump.
Jeff, fireball.
All right. So as you are going to slowly
Slowly.
approach Stormscar over the next day to scout it out, learn, to hope to.
I don't want us to go
No, I agree.
and
And
then
we're
get
here.
dive bombed by dragons.
Agree.
Like,
For sure.
As you are approaching Stormscar, that is where we'll pick up
Very good.
next time.
Whoa.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Walking through
Oh
the
man,
stormy,
I love getting a
stony
letter
desert.
mid-game.
That was cool.
I
Nothing
love
quite
it.
like a mid-game letter.
Oh,
That
a
was very,
puzzle.
very cool.
Like-
And from Owen too.
They just have legs and wings, which would technically, taxonomically, call them wyverns. The storm seems to completely encompass the entire mountain. It's very, very frightening.
Windy.
And it's one big storm, but no, I don't think there's no wind in there. I reckon we can fly right on in, Raz.
do we take precautions?
Talia, there's 2 wyverns following us.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed that and I hope you click this button, but I fear that you won't.
Does it keep you up at night?
Yeah.